So good evening people, and welcome once again to, of course, your favourite cookery programme on YouTube, Cooking on the Corsican. As promised last week, I am going to do a fish dish for you, and I shall just show you the ingredients I've got here. I have got some beautiful, that's a loin of cod, and that is skinless and boneless. That was about £7 that piece, but there's enough in there for 4 nice portions. It's over £1 in weight there. Okay? I've got 2 slices of smoked bacon, 1 chopped onion, chopped as you can see that sort of size there. I'll put some in my hand and show you. Chopped to that kind of size. You don't need a lot of onion because as this vlog goes on, I'll introduce the tomato sauce which I made earlier, which will be next week's vlog. I've got a green pepper chopped up.
Orange pepper. Or
an orange pepper. If you get colour blind, it's green. I have got some 4 cloves of garlic minced. I've got some salt, some pepper, and I've got 1 teaspoonful of paprika. And in here, my beautiful tomato sauce, which I made earlier on today. In this pan, my brand new frying pan, I have got 2 tablespoons of very good olive oil, okay? And what I'm going to do is I'm just going to drop this fish in. Okay. There we go. Deadly silence. There's nothing worse in a vlog than a deadly silence. Now, I'm going to give that a couple of minutes and I'm going to flick it over and I'm going to cook it on the other side for a couple of minutes. That won't be fully cooked, but it'll finish off in the tomato sauce. So this is a sort of Spanish-inspired dish that I kind of thought of. Everything goes together. I mean, cod and bacon or ham go together because they sometimes wrap it in pancetta. Tomatoes and cod go together, so all this goes together. So I've kind of made this little dish up, and hopefully it'll be very tasty, very quick to make. If you can't be bothered making the tomato sauce, which I would strongly advise you to do because there's nothing in making it. Okay, it takes a bit of time in the cooker, but you're not doing anything while it's sitting cooking. But actually putting it together only takes 5 minutes. But if you don't want to do that, you can just use a tin of tomatoes, okay? So instead of me waffling on, I shall carry on. Now, do we want to sit here for 4 minutes in silence? I don't think so. So what I'll do is I'll take a pause, and when these have had 2 minutes on this side, I shall flick them over, give them 2 minutes on the other side, and I shall come back to you and show you where we go next, okay? Okay people, I've came back just to show you. That's now been 2 minutes, and as you can see at the side of the fish, it's starting to cook up the sides. That's how you can tell. You really don't want to overcook fish because it's horrible. It's actually better a little bit underdone, a little bit translucent in the middle because it'll be lovely and moist then. Anyway, I'm going to shut up and I'm just going to very, very, very gently just flick that over. I'm going to flick that one over. I'm going to just gently flick that one over and that one. Okay, and I am going to give them another 2 minutes and I shall come back to you when I've gave them another 2 minutes, okay? Okay people, we're back after 2 minutes. There's my fish there on the plate. I've got my 2 slices of smoked bacon. It's going to go straight into my hot oil. Spitting a little bit. And what I'm going to do now is I'm going to cook that bacon until it goes nice and crispy. The flavour, really you're only putting it in there to just add a bit of flavour. But I'm going to cook it until it's nice and crispy. So I won't make you, oh my God, smell that. I won't make you sit and watch this for however long it takes, 3 or 4 minutes. I'll come back when it's nice and crispy and I'll show you the next part.
Right.
let the people have a wee look at that bacon in there, Steve. That's us back. The bacon, it literally only took a couple of minutes, but I just didn't, I had nothing really to say, and there's nothing worse than deadly silence. So that bacon is now crispy enough. So I've got two, these were very small onions. I've got 2 small onions going straight in. This is really going to come together very quickly. No messing around. All the bacon is for really is to just give it that lovely smoked bacon flavour. Notice my normal rule of adding salt to the onions hasn't been done because the bacon could possibly be quite salty. So I haven't added any salt. I'm keeping it on the move. I'm going to put my little stove flat out because this really does come together very quickly. I'll tell you, if you make this dish, it really is superb. I mean, even if you just do it with a tin of tomatoes, you've got this dish from start to finish on the table in less than 20 minutes. I mean, that's got to be good. Okay, now the onions are a bit on the translucent side. I'm going to add my green pepper.
Orange.
Or orange pepper. Everybody knows I am colourblind, so it did look green to me. Get that on the move. Right, now, good. The smell of that, eh?
That is beautiful.
Oh my God, no wonder I'm fat. Right, next thing is my garlic. And the reason I didn't put the garlic in straight away is because the fat was very hot, right? The olive oil was very hot. And what would have happened was, the garlic would have burnt, and you don't want burnt garlic because it has got the most awful taste. It would completely ruin the dish. That's why I waited until the oil cooled a little bit before adding the garlic, okay? But you definitely want smell-o-vision, don't you? Oh, God, I'm starving now. Right, next thing, I'm going to add a little bit of pepper. I'm not going to salt at the moment. I shall salt once I've put the tomato sauce in. I'll salt to taste. I don't want to overdo it. 1 large tablespoon of paprika. Wouldn't be a Spanish dish if it didn't have paprika in it. So on we go with 1 teaspoon of paprika. There's still some on the bottom there. This will give it a lovely smoky depth to the sauce. Just put that there out the road. Now literally, this dish is virtually done. I'm just going to cook the paprika out a little bit. All spices and things like that, they like to be cooked out to promote the flavour of them. Right, okay, that is now done. Just let people see that. Steve, would you want to pan into the old pan? Now the tomato sauce. And as you'll see in this next vlog that I've done, you'll know all about this, but look how much tomato sauce I get out of that. Steve and I will be able to take some of this home, and there's enough for the dish I'm making. I just want to see how much is in there. I'm just going to put one more little bit in. Now that is more than enough. That was approximately half of what I had in there. And when you watch the next vlog, you'll see now basically all you do now is get all of that in the pan nicely, get your fish and just very, very gently, with all the juices, just add your fish back in, like this. Even the little bits that have broke off, just set them on the top. Now, basically people, that is that dish done. It just wants a lid putting on it, turning down to low. Don't try and stir it or anything because the fish will break up. The lid on it, 2 minutes, and it'll be ready to serve. 2 or 3 minutes, depending on how thick your piece of cod was. And that is my beautiful cod in tomato sauce, which is very much a Spanish inspired dish. So hope you've enjoyed it. I hope you cook it. Serve it with some nice fresh lemon. That's what we'll be doing. And I hope you enjoy it. If you have been, thanks for watching. Go down, give us a thumbs up, thumbs down, and we'll catch you on the next vlog. Bye bye for now.